opening entries are going to have to be critical. If they're struggling against Nut and they get drawn into this crossfire against Anlay, it could be an absolute slaughter.
Well, the time ticks away. Despite the aggression they praise for on the desk, it seems to be that standard slow style. Nut does draw out first blood, though at that 30-second marker, AW is good for a trade, and Belchanok could follow it up on TMB. Nut suddenly very alone, and his teammates are cut off. The patience has almost worked. Nut gets both those casualties, though. The bomb's been dropped. It's a 2v2. Nut heavily pressured, but he deals with that pressure so well with a quadra to his name and a single-handed way to start things off in the close qualifier. He's on for the ace, low HP for JiJieHao, and he even goes down after time. What a way to kick things off for ECSTATIC. Yeah, the JiJieHao result was one of the reasons why I say I feel like this could end up being a 2-0 for PARIVISION, but not in the reverse direction. ECSTATIC got a lot of work to do here. Nut's got a lot of work once again on the B bomb side, dealing with the first contact very well. Doesn't go much further than that, a 1-for-1 trade as it should be for PARIVISION, something they failed to do in the pistol round. That bomb's been held out towards Car, though, so backup's going to arrive for ECSTATIC. Gathering information for A-Core, though. The AWP not in a position to retake. Will need backup to get here.
As long as Nota holds this deep lurk in the upper tunnels, they know that no rotations can come in from that area. So the players on the bomb site just need to block and stall out time for the players in from door and via window.
Well, a good kill from A-Core. Does come in blind from beyond that smoke that tips the odds back in the favor of ECSTATIC. One man held out of the bomb site, smoked off as well as the utility comes onto the tunnels. Molotovs as well with HEs towards Car, but JiJieHao and Belchanok are more open up than that. Sira goes down, Belchanok takes TMB. Nota also pushes through that smoke and chimes in. Anlay can only get one on the exit, so PARIVISION post up there first on the board. A good run at Thunderpick, a good land run at Thunderpick. May well show you exactly what they can do when pushed to the ultimate test. JiJieHao, first forward, goes down quickly over that short angle. Trades attempt to go back from the PARIVISION side, but Sira with his double, the HE from TMB to follow it up on Belchanok, leaves them a little bit worse for wear. 4-on-2 for ECSTATIC. They back away from that short angle, get towards long. The bomb can go down for PARIVISION. The man advantage is staunch to fend off.
Well, this is James' chance to show why he's a tier 1 AWPer and why he's a player that's led this team to victory. This is a tough 2v4. Now, it's not the best of weaponry on the retake, and they're all coming in from short with only a single smoke, but it's tough because AW needs to get impact.
The first rifle goes down. AW does get his 2 picks in, missing his first AWP shot, but gets his first pick of the game by finding TMB. Sira, I believe, is revealed as well. Now certainly will be with those footsteps being made. Flash is coming in against James, will catch that right in the face, but he's just stalling for time. He's toying with the young man of the ECSTATIC side. 6 seconds on the bomb. And James does peek forward, but he's stalled for enough time. Sira cannot get the defuse, so the round will go the way of PARIVISION. A 1.5 contender, but that has obviously not happened. So it's all about the quest to make it up to the position that they had promised so much. But James hitting shots like that is going to post quite a roadblock in the way of the Danish squad. As PARIVISION have taken the lead, Unlay's gone down first, and there is no early response from ECSTATIC.
Belchanok wanted to try and get a little bit of a move on because of that opening pick. JiJieHao scaling on the edge of that smoke towards long, needs to try and get the entries. The flash assists are good from the CT side. TMB struggling, and considering how many T-side players are blind there, I'm expecting a little bit more impact from ECSTATIC. I'm expecting more kills to be going their way.
We got tunnel vision up towards long. Didn't really account for the player at Car. They do catch him. Well, they don't catch him, rather. JiJieHao just didn't have much impact. Still the kills.
You've got to expect, at some point or another, the offer to VP is going to be coming back to James, no? I mean, it's up to him whether he accepts or not, but you'd expect that offer to come, right?
I don't know about that one. I mean, look, maybe, I don't know what the inner workings of an org like VP would be, but if I'm James, I'm probably thinking, nah, it's too much hell going on at VP at the moment. So we're going to continue to see this economy get weakened here for the CT side. PARIVISION loving this at present. Thunderpick odds do favour them at the moment. However, A-Core looks to try and change those odds, finally winning an AWP fight against James. His second kill of the game, that is. Sira with Unlay combining with the HE can take down one towards the top. JiJieHao gets traded back by the M4 as well. So ECSTATIC getting away good for a 4v2.
Very cheeky from ECSTATIC. Something that we see quite often on Dust 2 is that when you work an opening pick, you like to fall off and play the numbers. Instead, in that one position, they try and keep the emphasis up. Keep pressing out there towards the top of mid. Make sure that they have a strong crossfire and returning players. AW tries his best in the 2v4 to work a little bit of space to get a returning kill towards A, but that's unsuccessful. And that's a little bit more like it for ECSTATIC. Now, something I do want to touch on, which was a little bit intriguing to me, was when we saw the benching come through from Christo, we also saw that they parted ways with the trial coach, which was Manx, who used to play a part of the organization. Jay used to be a pro player himself. So they've kind of got rid of an AWPer, they brought in another AWPer, but yet there's no coach. Isn't that a bit strange, bringing in a new AWPer that you haven't then brought in another coach to help you back that up?
And we discussed this when they had Manx on trial coaching. We thought that maybe that was the step that ECSTATIC needed to step up, and they didn't really give him all that much time there. Like maybe I think about a month in or so, like a little over that. And one of those things that have been thrown up in the air and questioned about overall.
Well, it's funny how many different styles you've got when it comes to background stuff. You've got a side here of ECSTATIC that don't really want a coach versus a big that's playing later on that's got a head coach and 2 assistant coaches, and they've got a performance coach. Come on, just keep getting more people under the paycheck there at big.
ECSTATIC again starting the round well, but James traded back TMB from beyond that smoke. I'm not sure if there was a HE there. Regardless, it's a 4-on-4, and ECSTATIC lose that advantage. How much information do they have? Probably not enough. Acor, however, starting to see players appear through that smoke, getting a shot back. Another connection, not quite so much. Arnlay's there with support, and the AWP continues to miss, giving Nota a chance to trade. 3-on-2, making it 1 now as Sira gets Nota, and AW stands alone with an AK, creeping close and quietly towards that bomb site. Bomb's been dropped over a car. He can take down Sira, but took a lot of damage in exchange. 9 HP to deal with the next 2. Not going to happen. ECSTATIC starting to build something more here on the CT side. The top fragger of the CT side at the moment. Might not be able to get anything more out of this round. You've got Unlay at least in support. Some utility sent towards mid, trying to indicate a mid to be split, but it's majority out of the tunnels. There comes the util to try and prove it. Not gets close. Can he strike back? He can get one of the kills. So good even with the lack of health right there. Arnlay can get the pick back to return the man advantage, and TMB also pushes up to try and support him. A double secured by Arnlay. Bombs dropped in the open, and ECSTATIC far more like it. They will lose one more, but Arnlay closes on a triple, and ECSTATIC could well make this an even Steven half. Done well to recover again. That doesn't look all that great from Sira, though. Awkward sprays on James. Picking up that AK and charging up the short access. One of 2 AKs in play. TMB trying to resist the individual. It's only the 1 player charging up. No major take of the bomb site. Majority of their presence that remains still over there on A. Unlay in mid smoke off the doorway. Just continue to block and stall PARIVISION.
ECSTATIC in a state now where they need to find a returning kill, and the shadow advantage for TMB. He needs to keep fighting here, and, well, the support from his rotator was just a little bit too slow. Acor tries to get through for the incendiary, but James just on the front side of the util already.
Acor's next up the task, close range around that corner. And again, lacking in support. Flashbang off, keeps him blind. Dead immediately, missing the shot on the way out as well. 3 kills for Jane in this round, while the by his lonesome or with support of his teammates. Now CT's separated per bomb site. Nut needs a pistol-like round, which we haven't seen from him since the pistol victory. He gets the 2 kills out of it, so credit where it's due. But a 1v3 now for Unlay to finish the job. Leaning up against the AWP, transfer spray to the boost, losing a lot of health for it. He gets JiJieHao, but that close Nota can close out the half at 7-5 for PARIVISION. And coming into this series with a 4-match win streak, 4 best-of-3 win streak for PARIVISION. Compared to only the 3 out of the 9 last best-of-3s, 1 for ECSTATIC. Team side at least making decent work against the space here, surrounding the likes of Beltranok, and going the mid to be split rather well. I'm saying mid to be split. 3 players charged up mid, and PARIVISION so focused on Longhouse that ECSTATIC can exploit that, claim the bomb plant, and with the way that PARIVISION are reacting to this, seem like they're going to claim the pistol as well.
Well, they know that Anlay is the long lurk, but he's just not creating the duel. He's not appearing out from this blue bin area at all. So because of it, you end up saving. Now, if you can hold on to 3 sets of Kevlar, you can definitely be force buying in that next round. You just need to be making sure that Anlay doesn't keep it expensive.
They will deal with him. And the rest of ECSTATIC not too keen on the same kind of hunt. They will leave Sira outside of the longhouse. The round will go the way of the Danes. Good start on the CT basis. James, good headshot as well towards mid. Sierra's good to at least trade back on that longhouse take.
Walkout B.
Trying to contest. Yeah, you're right. Nutnut's found an open and free bomb site. TMB already in rotation. Sierra will stick around towards longhouse just in case. But this should at least be a cash injection. PARIVISION have rifles available for the next round, so you'd imagine that they might send themselves back to the bomb site. Sierra can go down a half HP. TMB and Nutnut are the main concerns.
Really good game sense there from Nutnut. You know, on these anti-half-buy, force-buy rounds, when they're light on investment, they've got to gamble quite a lot because of the weaponry that they've got. And if they're taking long, especially, they're taking a lot of CTs towards that area. So Sierra's coming over, it's heavy long. That's the moment to walk out B. And as soon as Nutnut clears that space, the round's just finished. PARIVISION will lose the lead, but they'll be getting a pretty strong gun round, and they can even use it as a fairly heavy bonus. Jane might think about holding on to this scout. AW and Nota might also look at it and say, we don't need to upgrade the Galil and the FAMAS. Keep our economy strong.
Well, damage being done towards TMB. Sierra, close quarters. Damage contained between those two individuals. Nutnut's well out of there, so he'll stay in. I think TMB, yeah, will go down with the bomb there. And Sierra will also drop, so it does become expensive here for ECSTATIC. A free AK for the CT side. Looking to try lean his team in from the mid doors, but not too quickly. They let this timer tick down. The slow passiveness of Dust 2. In towards the A bomb side, though, where there are 3 players. HE to reveal him. 3 kills for 2 trades. Excellent from the CT forces, but Sierra is starting to really warm up now. 2v2 to his secondary kill. Bomb plant can come in safe, and both PARIVISION members inbound from shorts.
Flash is going over high. They want to go in quickly with this short retake.
Sierra's tucked in behind harder cover, unlay outside of the bomb site. And they're moving, both footsteps heard, all info. Swinging from Sierra, can't stabilize that spray. Second peak cost him his life, and Unlay goes down quick to Nota. All those efforts wasted by his man. Nut still needs the charge in frags for ECSTATIC, but again, I'm questioning that impact now. 8 apiece, PARIVISION have already struck first. Acor's Deagle can't stabilize on Belchnok. 4 frags for that man. Struggling in the opening showing here. Unfortunately, in a high-stakes matchup like this one, it's not been a very good debut in the opening map-up, and certainly hoping he turns it around in the second at the very least. PARIVISION still not quite, actually, able to get control of the situation. Nutnut does find another big sequence. AWP boosted. TMB takes that chance to strike back. Belchnok trades him jump face towards Nutnut. Knows exactly where he is. 2 kills per player in his 1v1. The Dane trying to slowly and quietly reposition, making a little bit of noise. However, check for Belchnok, unawares of his own reposition. Else you should know. On the bomb site towards Goose. Checks Goose and wins the fight still. Once again, PARIVISION not cracking under the pressure of these clutches. Bringing home a lead for the 2nd time in this game. Been blocked at CT, however, with that smoke. And James is wary of some sort of still short action. Nota holds down Carr, gets a kill and a second. Even damage towards TMB. His pistol's pulled out, hunting for the triple here. Players moving up. He'll do out some more damage. Acor's got 2 picks back. Finally, TMB overwhelms that bomb site. But Nota's efforts may well set up Belchnok and James here. Crossing into the path of the AWP. Shot does not connect on the first 2, doesn't even take it. The third man, Nutnut's also going to cross back. James falls back in the end. So actually, all 3 maintain their lives for ECSTATIC. All the jerseys of his relevant past teams actually on that wall. AGF, Copenhagen Flames, Mad Lions, Breezy. All sorts found, but James has found something more tangible on Nutnut. TMB's been tagged on the collateral. Belchnok on the side defensive, can still hold against the trade of his AWP. 4v3 for PARIVISION.
But now AW is worried about the flanking mid. He's worried that because there was so much upper tunnels pressure, that there's got to be something coming out from the doors, and they're so defensive. They're giving so much respect towards Acor right now.
Once again, PARIVISION heavy-handed towards a bomb site over on A. They hit B now. It will all come down to Belchnok. Acor smoke CT. Main T side forced to smoke off the B bomb site. Even one kill for Belchanov to go 1-for-1 right here would be great, but he burns that Molotov. The flashbang keeps him blinded. Fortunately, JiJieHao maintained that man advantage by taking A-Core down in mid. TMB's low. Unlay. Unscathed in this one. It might rest on him.
TMB knows that one good connection is going to make all of the difference. He cannot afford to miss an AWP shot from back big box.
All three coming in from mid. TMB's down. AK can't hold on. JiJieHao with a fantastic triple.
And PARIVISION have got 3 towards A. Notice how much they've been gambling towards A frequently, but yet this might be the very first time that they can kind of use that stack up heavy.
Comes the first of the HEs. Not doing that much towards those two front players. AW, JiJieHao, and Belchanov, however, spread out, ready to move. JiJieHao's caught first. They're aware of the other two. Spray blindly as Nota starts making action towards mid, cutting off the rotation potential. Belchanov forces TMB into a casualty. Nutnut's back's turn. Syrah inside of that smoke. AW doesn't have a clue as Nota closes in the pin to Syrah is trapped here. Needs to fight his way out, and he'll do his best to try and find the escape route. Unlay's been picked up. Syrah with one pick, but he's out of ammo. At least the AWP has missed his shot, but AW's coming in quick. Syrah needs those headshots. The HE's coming in against him, and he'll go down a Jame for it. Map point secured by PARIVISION. As they sit on the desk, and he's misunderstood player right clearly. ECSTATIC broken by State from what should be the final round of this map up, minus a big victory here for them. All 5 players coming up long. A is going to be the target. They do get JiJieHao down, so Unlay using one of the 2 rifles to great effect. But now comes the Syrah and the rest of the boys to do the rest of the work. That bomb yet to commit. Smokes will start to fade soon enough. That boost attempted. Unable to get any kills out of it. Syrah's been tagged low now, so that's both the riflers in a bit of an awkward state. I want to pass those guns to the other teammates. The TMB is focusing on getting that bomb down to sight. No one's directly defending the bomb site. Belchanov's trying to find a better angle. He will get Syrah down to a 4v4.
James has still got a HE and an incendiary, so watch out for that on the retake on how much that's going to do against the T-side line.
TMB's finally gained site access. Bomb plant all to get secured. Notice heard it. Trying to get closer. Contact. TMB takes it. Belchanov takes A-Core. Nota gets Nut down to 2 men. TMB on site. Low HP. No HP. And Unlay can't do much. They were so close to getting 3 of those casualties. But PARIVISION in the end will take their map pick.
ECSTATIC just didn't feel very threatening in that second half. They won pistol, they won anti-force fire, they won anti-eco, but then it was only 2 more rounds to follow from that point onwards, Jane. It was a clean performance and a good showing from PARIVISION.
Yeah, having to rely heavily on the CT side, it feels like, for ECSTATIC to maintain their presence. And that might not be an option, because as B-Dog was saying on the desk, he thinks the PARIVISION are rather good on T-half of train. So, look, a lot of things need to go right for ECSTATIC, and starting with the pistol might be one of them. Syrah's already down as we kick things off. Notice Julie can take Unlay on the trade back. AW's also involved, and Nota doubles up. TMB left alone. ECSTATIC wiped out in the opening.
Now, Jay, we were discussing, or at least I was discussing with you only the other day on a broadcast, that the Julies need to be nerfed. After looking at what Nota did out there towards Electric, do you think you're still on the fence, still 50-50?
Nah, I like him.
PARIVISION, one of the very few organizations that have maybe shown that you can be successful in the new VRS system. They came into this year with a brand new core, had to work really hard in open qualifiers to get their VRS rank up there, to get involved in the regular Tier 2 circuit. About how successful they've been, how threatening they've been to not only titles, but to be able to press on towards the Tier 1 level. Syrah catches off JiJieHao aggressively out towards T-Con. Very patient here from ECSTATIC. Not a lot of map control gained from them for the first minute on the clock.
Follow-up from Syrah is good as well. Nota down. 2 kills to his name. No damage taken by Syrah at all. Sees the shadow as well. Knows the 3rd player back on the back of the bomb site, and will remove him alongside TMB, finding picks towards that B bomb site, keeping Belchanov distracted. He'll grab that orb. But Unlay actually leans into his demise, so another exit frag should give Belchi a chance to escape. They are closing in on him, though. The round's certainly going the way of ECSTATIC. It's all about whether they can take the last player down. I think he's just about found his exit strategy.
Going to try his very best to hold on to it, but it's not going to be easy when you've got players out on the A bomb site that can come through from Con, when you can be wrapped from City Spawn, when you can also be held out here towards the Brown Halls. Nut and the timing against this box. Belchanov will not be able to get that finishing blow. So ECSTATIC win their first rounds off of the efforts of a very good double entry from Syrah. And the A defense is very weak. Now it's looking promising with this triple out on B. Belchnok's got a bit of a tuck setup where it's AW and ZiJieHao that can take first contact.
Anlay's first to fall, Nota picking up the kill. ZiJieHao and Belchnok waiting for Nut to make his move in. Drop that bomb. Belchnok with a double. Acor trades it back at the AWP, and AW will turn back onto Acor. Syrah alone, a 1 versus 4. Not given a chance to strike into this round, and now we're looking for exits to find his escape route, but that's not going to happen with 2 men in a pop dog. PARIVISION will respond. Smoke's in the way, he's protected. And they start to move out to yellow. ZiJieHao on top of the train. Does get found by Nut. Good start now. ECSTATIC got 20 seconds hit the bomb site. AW good for a defensive return. 4-on-4. Still got player on bomb site. Nota is going to get dealt with. Acor finally finds AW. James chimes in, but Syrah has just about edged out PARIVISION. That bomb will get planted in time. It's Belchnok in a 1v2.
Difficult clutch because you don't know where the repositions come through from Syrah. You know that Acor is going to be somewhere around the bomb train, but you need to find the other rifler first.
He runs right into Acor, who domes him.
It's when it's a little bit slower. It's when you can waste the clock and when you can drive in the lack of panic in the last, what, 20, 30 seconds or so. ECSTATIC, to me, just aren't putting enough pressure in the early to mid section of these rounds.
Well, they're trying to, but again, PARIVISION not been so forthcoming with that aggression. Syrah goes down in it. T-Con damage to Nut on that Mac 10. Comes tapping from ZiJieHao's blind bursts. Molotovs on Nota will drive him back. 5-on-4, PARIVISION once again in the driver's seat, in full control right now.
I think ECSTATIC have had a little bit of an identity crisis recently on where the best maps in the pool really lie for them. They used to pick quite a lot of Inferno. They picked a little bit of Ancient, and now recently they've been picking a lot of Train, but haven't been that impressed with their Train results. It's only been, what, 9 wins and 5 losses from them in the last 3 months. Out here towards T-Con, they're struggling to create an opening chance. They're struggling to work an open and kill.
Giving as best an effort as they can. Jane goes down to Acor's AWP. Man advantage goes back to a 4-on-4. They catch AW with his back being turned. Finally, Ivy works better for the Danes. ZiJieHao still waiting for more access. Acor's AWP picks the kill. Down to 2 men of PARIVISION. Even Nota getting Molotov'd out a little bit. 12 HP for the man. Might have heard that tag as well. A search, and they'll find Belchnok. A clutch too far for him. He will catch Acor.
You've got, what, your back lane Ivy player that gets in towards camera, and then that's when Anlay can just walk forward. It's an easy kill. PARIVISION give a 3rd round over to ECSTATIC, and now we start to see the money not look ideal for the CTs.
A commitment, but no such pushes are going to be seen by PARIVISION. ECSTATIC slowly rotating their way to B, where only Belchnok holds from the back lines at the CT spawn entrance. So if they take this bomb site, they should be able to get the bomb plant down at the very least. Though noise being made, going to start to draw rotations as ZiJieHao clears out T-Con. This should now indicate exactly what's going on for the ECSTATIC side. The bomb still has to get planted, but as they spread out, they should start to gain some control. Jane takes that control away with a kill on TMB. It's 5-on-3, making it 2 with Belchnok's kill.
This is an excellent round, and ECSTATIC are desperate for anything. Acor's not even getting a chance right now with the AWP.
Back up, sees Belchnok, finally takes a decent kill back for the AWP. Nut also gets involved, and AW removes him. It's all on Acor now. Tunnel visions. Can't connect a shot, and Jane will punish it. PARIVISION back in control. 3 men to repositions of the back lines of the bomb site. Try contest Ivy on Mass, which is where the massive ECSTATIC players are. Belchnok first up. Lineup available. TMB cuts him down in an instant, though. And Nota trying to receive from a passive position. James got a decent pick. Yeah, he got the bomb with it as well. That could change things here. Flash is sent. He got a crossfire as well with AW involved. James continues to put the kill on Nut. Triple secured for Syrah as he pinned in a corner. And PARIVISION have turned the round around. Nota, he's waiting for them to peek up towards the man. Unlake goes down. And PARIVISION have bailed themselves out of the worst possible position you could be in. Acor, 20 seconds to work a miracle. And James knows he's found his footsteps. Acor's a goner. James going to take his time with this. Let his teammate know. 10 seconds. Acor ain't got time for this. And Nota will remove him from play. What a round. Utility won't be quite as limited. Belchnok first man up towards the brown halls looking for a fight. tries to take it prematurely. Unlay's allowed to escape. TMB's going to try and swing onto that man. He's there towards Pop Dog. Fight's good for Unlay. He kicks things off.
Belchnock's done as well as he can. You can't really back off there from Pop, because if you start making noise, they're just going to wide swing you instantly. So you know you've got yourself in a tough position without much of a crossfire. I just need to keep fighting. I need to keep the high tempo up. Now, there has been no rotation towards B off of that kill from the CTs. They are still keeping 4 on A.
A bit of challenge towards Ivy, which is why they might not be considering it. Swing forward from Nota with a HE that actually turns Unlay's head away. Gets that kill rather easily. A 4v4 established. Noise being made by TMB. Going to try and throw some misdirection into the mix. And actually, PARIVISION by a hook, line, and sinker. That bomb's going to move out of T-Con. And TMB will just start to dip away. You've still got Pop Dog to worry about. And actually, ECSTATIC do not commit to the bomb site.
Good read here from PARIVISION, not over-rotating straight away. Nota is playing close behind the smoke against TMB and gets that kill. Now we can clear out Brown Halls and see that there's nothing here. There should be a counter-rotation back to A, now that James got the kill on Ivy.
A-Core down, Cyril and not remain. Utility being sent in, both those smokes utilized. James going to just charge right through it, but not go whole hog. Plant tapped on the backside. JiJieHao knows it. 25-second marker. Nut's found the crack angle onto his man. AW's going to take him back. And Nut caught by James, tagged up by the AWP. Tech9 can finish the job. It's actually the AK that deals him instead. And PARIVISION look great again. 8-4 at the turn of the half. Pistol win for PARIVISION puts them in good stead to take this 2-0. They took the pistol with the first half, but Nut has more pistols to his name in the series. Kill found on Belchnock to start, and Nota is on 4 points of health.
Even though he's making noise that he's falling off, Sira is still quite aggressive out towards the Brown Hall. So they're keeping the emphasis up of maintaining B. The issue is you've lost a player, and now out towards Ivy, the tell here for James is it's quite heavy towards that area. So they might try and put more pressure towards B because of that kill that they got against Sira instead.
With James going down quickly, though, ECSTATIC going to reposition onto that B bomb site, and there's nothing left on the A side of the map. Nut with his second kill, takes down JiJieHao, tucks himself in that corner near the ladder, and Nota still concerning with the bomb on his back. Coming out ahead of him, they're making a little noise, so forcing that extra backup to reconsider. Push forward a Pop Dog from A-Core, though. That should start to get the information back here. Easy kill on Nota. Is secured, and AW. A 1v4, which you just can't win. ECSTATIC. This is an all-important round to their campaign. We'll keep them alive for a little bit longer.
One of the largest differences I think we've seen from both of these teams in the last 3 months is just overall officials. I mean, for ECSTATIC,
not resisted much in the Brown Halls here. Molotov's coming out. They're going to quickly charge their way into that B bomb site. Nut's alone. His backup's going to be stalled out. Belchnock going to try and take that chance to isolate a kill. He does go down for it. Nota trades. A-Core gets right back to the man advantage.
a quick flank coming out from Ramp. AW is watching out for it, and James gets a kill against A-Core, and TMB is struggling and now getting flanked.
Flanks involved and left, right, and center. Unlay and Sira edge out the man advantage again. AW is all alone at 43 points of health. Unlay will be known here. Engagement just about loses, as Unlay got reduced to 33 points of health. Now Flash posted out towards this Ivy angle. The two T-Con players starting to make their move. The AWP has been baited. TMB will be tagged up a little bit, forced away from Olaf slightly. Unlay and A-Core. Nota and Belchnock back and forth. The 4v4, James gone down, but so has TMB. Unlay turning up a double, on for the triple here, and down there sprays up AW to his demise. Nota, meanwhile, on his lurk back at the Brown Halls, will start to make his moves in, set up a B execution. The problem is the health.
Excellent pressure there from the T sideline. Really good entries out of T-Con, making it uncomfortable for TMB, making it uncomfortable for the AWPer, but Unlay is just farmed deep out in Olaf against the sightline of Ivy. He's got himself a multi, and now Sira knows that the bomb's going down. It's going to be tough for Nota to protect him.
No one in the back corridors can swing onto AW's open position. Nut will start to move closer. Nota watching from heaven, turned away at the wrong moment. Couldn't be worse. And now AW, overwhelmed by the crossfire. Sira's double will secure it all. We are 8-all on the board. Pistol convert, rifles, PARIVISION continuing to heavily invest with the bomb plant bonus here. Aggressive with the buy strategy. Will this catch ECSTATIC off guard? They are going heavily aggressive in towards T-Con and TMB. Just take down JiJieHao for it. AW been spotted up there on the boost. Back up inbound as well from Ivy. They are running all over them now.
And just missing the timing to start accelerating out towards B, only because there's two players of Jame and Nota to do it. Just caught by a pincer. ECSTATIC starting to play with a little bit more freedom, maybe a bit more confidence to start making those moves that are a bit questionable, I would say. Now even with the flank, I mean, this round's finished before it even started.
Kill for Nota, TMB down.
They still need Belchnock to get something. Being the solo player in Pop Dog, he needs to be able to work a kill.
Fight from Unlay comes up good. Nota's dead next. Secondary player of James does find that trade. PARIVISION, 30 seconds on the clock to get into that bomb site. And they are doing all they can to suppress the entries. The one open angle is Zed, being watched by Belchnock. 17 seconds though. Sierra's going to try and get ahead of this smoke and deny the bomb plant at the right moment. Orb shot rings out. James now on site. Bomb plant denied. Sierra executed the plan to perfection. Belchnock now to try and survive, tries to get out, but Acor cuts him off at the seams, taking the map.
Perhaps that's saying something about the lack of improvements to PARIVISION's T side. I mean, if you're going 11-4 last time and couldn't close in reg, and now we're seeing this, game's not been able to adapt massively. Anlay against the util, really struggling now.
Goes down by JiJieHao. Sierra to trade. Tech9's got up close, but Sierra's hold is double. James gets that trade together in the end. M4 picked up, but he's all alone, and TMB can cut him down from beyond that smoke. The bomb's been dropped. ECSTATIC. A little bit of a panic moment, but should still maintain this formality.
I don't know. I was going to say, it looks good. Right there, Belchnock had a very good timing towards Spawn. It's just a shame that it was being watched by Nutnut, because that bomb was going to go down, and you'd think that maybe there was a timing that that Spawn player would have had his knife pulled out or not been ready for the fight.
W secured a bomb plant here for a half buy. That's not completely terrible. Caught switching between his weapons as he ran out of ammo. Smoke's coming in. Molotov's also in place to force positions out. Nutnut. Let's try and find a clean duel across one player crossing. He loses Unlay in the exchange. Double up on Belchnock is secure, but Nota maintains a 3-on-3. Bomb plant should be secured by PARIVISION. And it's a standoff for the retake.
Nota's waiting for TMB to get behind the train, and he's got a good timing as the NWP's trying to pull util out.
Tried to burst. James catches Acor, swing up from TMB. James sees him and locks on a double. Sierra's got to escape. PARIVISION have finally broken the streak of ECSTATIC. 6 rounds in a row is as far as it will go. They're finally on the board in the second half.
Well, if I'm Nutnut, I'm just furious at the lack of impact there from Anlay. You've got 2 on B, and Nutnut seems to always deliver at least 1. He's getting 2 kills when really he should only be getting 1 max. If Anlay just gets 1, if he just even 1, I think that makes a difference of a round completely. You've got a man up on the retake.
Re-smoke comes on towards Pop Dog, so T-Con on me blocked at all. JiJieHao to engage. TMB's forced back, forced forward again from the T side line, does lose his life. Good trade from James. Belchnock corners to the Molotov, goes down to Sierra, but Nota's good to respond back. James burning even more so. 3v3. Bombs in a standoff, 20 seconds as Nota's close towards the site. The train sees the plant. AW's low. Acor and Nutnut come up good. James is all alone now. Bomb just went down for him. He's got to pick his moments wisely. Choose his shots. Picked on by Nutnut, who puts him to an end. It's 11 now for ECSTATIC.
Oh, this is a tight game. PARIVISION, they're coming close to getting sort of the double digits or the breaking round. I mean, that would have been the reset right there. There was hardly any money in the reserve for the Danes.
ECSTATIC fight well to get JiJieHao. Peeking out of T-Con. Dead to rights in an instant. PARIVISION again on the slow approach. Acor so aggressive though, and he misses his chance. And that full sends him into the B bomb site. Belchnock goes down quick though. Nutnut secured him and Nota. And when you follow the PARIVISION to pick up the pace, get right in the faces of ECSTATIC, it's not possible for them. Nutnut again delivering on the B defensive. Left to solo hold it because they know he's capable. AW is about to drop the bomb. And this round is over. It seems like this map is over as well, Dweg. ECSTATIC showing a lot more bite in their CT half of things and a lot more bite in their own map pick in the series. PARIVISION, not the same can be said for them.
Nut has been exceptional. As an anchor player on both Dust 2 and Train, you don't typically get involved in too many fights. You don't typically get yourself a map where you're going to be able to put up a lot of numbers, but he has been on the money every single time. Every single site hit, always putting up at least one, sometimes getting in for a multi.
It's a right for Train at least. For ECSTATIC, it's 12-9, map point. Zero struck on Nota. Arnlay's taken down JiJieHao. Looks like it might be a very quick end to this Train as well. PARIVISION started well, didn't end so much. ECSTATIC have boosted themselves into life, getting a very good responsive map on their pick. No overtimes this time. But PARIVISION, a disappointing way to concede the second half. Only one round gain on the T side.
Unfortunately, Jane got sort of sold on this false sense of continuing to fall by, didn't he? Just constantly forcing the investment.
I just want to see whether or not ECSTATIC are going to make it close, whether or not they're going to even try and pull off the upset in that respect, because I do think it would be an upset if it did come through for them. So only one way to find out, to jump into our final map of the best of three. PARIVISION are on the T side start as they quickly make their way into the B bomb side for the pistol round. Good counter flashes there for TMB, giving Unlay a kill. TMB a follow-up, and between those two players, they get two apiece. TMB closes out with a triple, and there's a solid defensive to kickstart the pistol for the Danes.
An excellent setup there from the CT Pistols. Yes, they may have lost the opening casualty from the space of top of ramp. So I think we can reserve judgment completely until, yeah, the next few months for me.
Well, Sarah's judging the likes of Nota, taking him down to kick things off in this round. Can't quite get the trade from JiJieHao, although damage is heavy across both Syrah and Unlay, even for that matter.
TMB was involved in a very heavy backstab out in the brown halls in the city side of Train. He ended up getting caught. Now this time around, he feels as if he's got everything behind him, but he's going to get caught again. So the two times he has big lurks, both times he's being flanked out.
And that changes the complexion of the round, honestly, because now you've only got Acor at high HP and everybody else is very severely tagged. Not should go down very quickly on this defensive. And who's down at Donut? It's Syrah. N and 17 HP respectively. Smoke's starting to set up for the execution. Donut's been smoked, as is Red Room. James prodding out to that B bomb site. Got to worry about Acor above all else. Put that Molotov in. Now we'll draw attention away.
Forced rotations, but Acor's still not seeing anything. So the CTs are still gambling on the site towards A.
And Nut somehow gets away with a decent headshot. Belchanov's fallen. Molotov sent his way, though. He's forced out into the open. Flash timing was right there for him, but the Molotov burns too quickly. And James and JiJieHao get those kills. Syrah alone in 17 points of health. 15 seconds. He's got to get both the bomb planter and his secondary. Oh, they've lined up perfectly. A miracle moment for the CT side, and Syrah has saved ECSTATIC a third.
Well, I'm not really sure how that's happened. Right there with load time on the clock.
You have to imagine that ECSTATIC would want to try and maintain this streak for as long as is possible, and it will extend. Broken investment, hero AK for Jane, pistols for everyone else on the T side. A site, the target quickly coming out. Belchanok mowed down by Nut first up. Back up there towards Donut as well. Syrah combining with Nut. He will lose his lifeline there. And Nut also drops the same. He takes one more out with him. Unlay and TMB are on the scene. A lineup there for James, who may get a returning favor here. Acor's AWP, 1v1, needs one good shot. James needs one good burst. The bomb is on the back of the CT-sided player, and Acor lands his kill that just protects the ECSTATIC streak.
TMB is still pressing quite aggressively. Now, mid's not been taken by the T side. They've got a single lurk out there towards Shelf, and then everybody else grouped towards A. And while the spam's getting close towards JiJieHao, they've still not been able to catch him.
Finally, they do. TMB dropping the lurker. Now it's down to the A hit once again from PARIVISION. Syrah, Donut, not backing away. The SMG in range. Syrah going to counter smoke against Donut entrance over at mid. And going to swing back on towards AW. 7 kills for this man. Nut now moving closer. And P9 still in hand. From range, James can take him.
Nota can try and get the bomb down and hope that you're not getting spam from CT. But in the post plant, it's tough because there's a lack of util and they're down by 1. Belchadok needs to make a play. I think him and Nota might need to fight aggressively against Temple rotations of out in Red Room.
Belchadok and Nota. Gonna have to wait for James Backstab to conclude the round, and might have to be a strike early. Sira's gone down, Anlay's taken up 2. James closing in, they have no idea about this. Now hold the defuse inside that smoke, James against Acor. Lineup's perfect for him again! More lineups, this time for PARIVISION, who finally break the backs of ECSTATIC.
Well, James was baiting harder than Blame F there. I can't believe he's won that 1v3 to just excuse the notion that in a 3v4 disadvantage post plant with no util, James just leaves. And that just feels like the round's over. You just get the sense that, okay, there's nothing for it. They've not been able to block for timeout in Temple. They've not been able to stall for enough out in Big Box. And the lineups come through. James won the clutch. Double eco reset for the opposition. I'd like to see whether PARIVISION can start getting closer to that conversation. Early door smoke, but no aggression. Fast from PARIVISION up ramp, though.
Mac 10 just transferred the spray for JiJieHao. Unlay's caught completely off guard. TMB been tagged and forced back to the back lanes. Needs support desperately, and so will get here to find JiJieHao from the cave entrance. Flanks are involved, however. Acor point blank against James takes him, and Nut follows up onto Nota. Belchadok trying to extend out towards the back lanes with AW, and will find their captain. An advantage still maintained by ECSTATIC here for the retake.
Really good re-smoke. That makes it awkward for the cave players now.
HE does more on towards Nut. Zero's just not beyond that gap, though. AW may catch his back up. Belchadok's looking the right way. Zero takes him. AW blind. Gets his double. And finds Acor alone. No kit for him. Spraying manically. Taps that bomb, but I think time's a little bit too far tick for him. It is now. He knows he's out of there. He knows he's done. And ECSTATIC will watch their lead disappear before their very eyes. 4 in a row to start, 4 in a row to respond.
But it's definitely not clean Counter-Strike. Look at that round for PARIVISION. They get a brilliant opening kill. They deal with the B-site anchor.
Will face some true resistance, but as you mentioned, their current state of affairs has bolstered their economy. Scrappiness has worked up better for them. Nut's found an opening kill, however. Belchadok's going to try hunt down. I'm expecting Sira to be close range at red. James can trade him, fortunately. But not less so. Advantage held by ECSTATIC here.
Acor has heard the red player and seen him fall back off. Anlay in an off angle needs to deal with JiJieHao out from the ramp. And on the bomb site directly, you don't have much of a crossfire. TMB is now starting to open up the angle from cave. But this is the kill that's going to define everything, and Anlay makes it look like a sitter.
Can't quite get the double, but that's what TMB's there for. 1v3 now for James. Bomb dropped. And in full CT control. They'll rotate the third player out to that B-bomb site. And the captain. He's 11 deep in this map up. But is there a 1v3 in him too?
But it's a pretty crap smoke out there from cave, so James is going to try and abuse it. Gets close to dealing with Nut. There's no point saving that AK with how good the economy is from the T-side line. And yeah, but then they're playing in that because, well, they're not getting tier 1 spots anymore. So that's probably the reason why they're playing in those tournaments now.
Back on track with PARIVISION and ECSTATIC, who are looking for a lot more than just some participation medals. Fast out into the A bomb side for PARIVISION. ECSTATIC getting caught by the flashbang. Sira has backed all the way away towards Donut and down to 6 points of HP here. TMB and Nunn are going to kills instead. James at least able to respond towards one at Temple. TMB back towards CT spawn with his secondary man, the AWP of Acor. Essentially a 3-on-3 situation with Sira's current HP situation. Still waiting for a chance to strike. TMB making a little bit of noise, but not tapping the bomb. Not finding the bomb inside that smoke here. AW is on the backstab. Sees Acor, takes him, sees backup, takes another. A triple sequence secured. And Sirius is effectively a goner. What a flank, what a round. To gain a true lead over ECSTATIC. They have had the opening half advantage for both Dust2 and Train. To add Ancient to the list would only be appropriate. TMB's fallen first as James kicks things off.
That AWP in the last round was pivotal to getting the first kill to open up the bomb site. Now we've seen within the first 30-odd seconds of the round just stabilizing. Nota has not seen close players in from cave previously, and a bit of a lazy check against Anlay means that the kill can come through for the M4.
Acor's up to bat, does get baited by forward contact to JiJieHao, get that headshot in eventually with the kill back. Advantage now for PARIVISION. Some damage coming back from the wall bang, but Not much that Unlay can do about it. He needs to get the support of his teammates, and James landed an AWP shot on Sierra, so backline's held down to CT and K for the 2v4 retake here. ECSTATIC may well get locked out. Unlay's very close to pushing. Try to find a fight on Belchenok, swing back towards AW. AW gets the kill. No chance.
Doing his best, but not to be. Another underwhelming showing from the AWP from Acor. I mean, out there on the bomb site, just missing. And
we're going to win this matchup first. 7-5, PARIVISION in the lead, moving into the CT half. ECSTATIC have done well in their pistol win so far, more so than PARIVISION, and Unlay will continue that trend. JiJieHao has fallen. No responsive generated by PARIVISION just yet. They're trying to. Jane being challenged. Unlay moves up. Block now has been revealed. Bomb plant B secure. Still got those 3 flankers in from mid though. As Unlay goes down, it might start to threaten this bomb site, but no one's watching red here. Belchenok's back to turn. Chance for Sierra to strike. He'll do 2 players worth of damage. AW on 23. Belchenok on 4, but Belchenok still swings in for the perfect headshot. TNB now on site. Holds from Jane from beyond that smoke. Still got 2 low key players right here. Nut closes in. AW lands another headshot. Finally, Acor closes out the pincers, but TNB runs to the lion's den and goes down quick. Notice on the defuse, holding it all the way. Acor, he's got the wrong man as AW sacrifices himself to get his team the pistol win. ECSTATIC will force the issue into the second bomb plant bonus, enabling 4 Galils to get broken out, but a Tech 9 for Nut trying to support the utility basis of the execution. Red room take coming in. Sierra knocked down by Nota. James bobbing back and forth, spotting that bomb. Now they've got the info they need.
It's just sandwiched now in red room. They've got to brute force a lot of these fights, and there's a crossfire out towards spawn. Oh, it's easy. It's very easy for the CTs. Nota's backing off because AW and James coming through from the stab. And now Anlay was the lurk out in Donut. He's in a 1v4. There's just nothing to work with. A little bit of a lineup for a moment, but it doesn't equate to anything more than that.
Now seeing contact, Belchenok's been spammed down to 35. The smoke on ramp though will block Anxious, and for 30 seconds remaining on the clock, that's perfect for PARIVISION.
And they've already got the rotation. They're going to have 4 on B. This is a really good read. ECSTATIC have no option. They have to commit B here. They cannot cancel.
Sending a smoke and a Molotov. A few flashes available. Look at the charge forward for JiJieHao. He didn't have to do that, but it's worked anyway. A triple found with the SMG in hand. And ECSTATIC crumbled to pieces. They're so low. They brought in the 2v2, but the bomb's been dropped. It's game over for round 11. Massive from JiJieHao. Parry. Two rounds away from moving forward to the qualifying games, from eliminating ECSTATIC, who will try and strike back. Sierra picks up the first, but Belchenok responds in kind.
And to think that ECSTATIC were 4-0 up. This has been PARIVISION winning 11 out of the past 12 rounds. They are slapping them. They are absolutely destroying them. And even out towards B, just when Adley feels like he might just have a timing, it gets deployed. They can't do anything with it.
Down a man, down by 2 now. Sierra's low HP gets the better of him, and AW gets his multi-frag sequence to add 21 kills to his tally. And Not should know that his time is up, that ECSTATIC may well be done here. If the last round was last chance saloon, this round is a last gasp. And at 12-5, it's 7 match points for PARIVISION. Not. You can try sneaking in a bomb plant, but you know you're not making it out of there. Falling back. PARIVISION. Even hunting him down here. He may well fall around the corner. AW doesn't check it. Doesn't get there in time. And PARIVISION could flawlessly close out this second half. With the way they look, with the composure they've had, with the game that they played in this series, it feels like that's the only appropriate outcome. Shot from James, lands Sierra first. 4 more kills to go. Backup will be on the way as he hears those footsteps, know that they're going to get to the bomb site and get the bomb down. ECSTATIC have to fend off the retakers. They'll do well with initial challenges, damage, but the kill goes the way of the CT side. JiJieHao and AW with 2 more to the tally, 2 more remaining for ECSTATIC. Acor gets a couple of 1v1 duels. A third one comes his way on low HP. A fourth man feeds himself to the veteran who finally shows up with a huge sequence. And it seems like ECSTATIC are not quite done yet. James certainly is. He's saving. And we play on.
Well, fair play to Acor for just disrupting the trolling out there towards long. It's good crosshair placement from the Galil. It's good tapping and bursting. But every single one of those fights is individual. No one is swung together as a unit on PARIVISION, and they've just fed themselves towards a veteran's player. The Nut and Acor can hold on, but even the Reaper is going to be a struggle.
Will not let that go so easily, though. They are going to contest as best they can. Passive defaults. Up in red is where Acor is. They're aging and sail right past him, but that's just James Bate. Straight shot with a quick peek forward and an advantage again for the CT side. Nota falling away. Belchi back to that corner bomb plant will be secured by TMB. And PARIVISION are set to make their move. 4 players in from Temple. Not seeing several of them. Going to take a little bit of damage back. Him and TMB struggling to find those kills. However, they'll go down quick. 0 against 1 at least in the interim, but him and TMB are cleaned up. Last man's unlay 1v3 with the first isolated. The second one is a pistol pulled out by James, and the 13th pulled out by PARIVISION. 2-1 in the series. Their 5th best of 3 in a row, and they move forward to the qualifying games here in the Thunderpick close qualifier.